What if we could make it so mosquitoes can't spread diseases anymore? A biotech company genetically modified the insect in hopes of doing just that, but some say there could be unintended consequences. NTD's Christina Kim has that story.
For the first time in the U.S., genetically modified mosquitoes have been released into the wild. Thousands of these mosquitoes were reportedly released in 6 locations in the Florida Keys, 2 on Cudjoe Key, 1 on Ramrod Key, and 3 on Vaca Key. The project is led by UK-based biotechnology firm Oxitec, which is funded in part by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The project was approved by the Environmental Protection Agency as well as several others. It's part of an effort to help tackle a disease-transmitting mosquito species called the Aedes aegypti, which account for about 4% of the mosquito population in the Keys. Oxitec says that species is responsible for virtually all mosquito-borne diseases transmitted to humans. The species transmits diseases like dengue, Zika, and yellow fever, and they can also spread potentially deadly diseases to animals as well. We speak to Barry Ray, the director of the Florida Keys Environmental Coalition, for his take on the issue. He's been involved in this process for the last 10 years. And he says the biggest issue isn't about genetic modification. It's about the process, which Ray says wasn't normal.
We're disappointed, to say the least. You know, we don't live in fear of genetically modified organisms. We live in fear of bad science.
Male mosquitoes don't bite, but females do, spreading disease in the process. These modified male mosquitoes have been released, and once they mate with unmodified female mosquitoes, they'll pass on a lethal gene. Theoretically, the resulting female offspring would die before maturity, controlling the population. He believes the process was tainted by politics, and the standard to investigate the technology was lowered.
We asked them for a simple mathematical standard question. Show me your equation for what a statistically significant sample size is for testing eggs to determine no females will be produced. They don't have one.
Ray says this type of large-scale modification is now released into the wild, and it can't be undone. This is concerning, he says.
The off-target mutations that happen when you edit the germline, the heredity that is going to occur, it is concerning because as those evolutionary things start to distort that and they manifest into new characteristics, we haven't studied that. There are no long-term studies.
If successful, some 20 million additional genetically modified mosquitoes will be released later on in the year. Christina Kim, NTD News.